It's been
Yeah,
it's been a long time. I'll start off.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Yeah. Remember back in 2016?
Yeah.
We used to do this, and for reasons, reasons I don't want to get into. We kind of took a long break from podcasting and recording live videos. So we're back to it. Well, we're trying to. We're making baby steps back to what we used to do. So, bro, I have my brother here. We are going to. He's Zico, by the way. And should we want to say something?
Just something we want to touch on. Just we discussed it before. We've been talking about this, but we just want to bring it to, and I'm sure a lot of guys are also aware of this, but we just want to give our point of view by going live.
Yeah.
Instead of just having a discussion among ourselves.
Yeah.
So we want other people to hear our point of view too. So that's why we are trying to do this video. To put our own little things that we know.
Yeah.
To also share it with the rest of the Red Pills brothers out there. Yeah. Especially for us, I would say we are still all young. We are still young. I mean, we're not at the point where we call ourselves older folks or elder. We are still learning.
We're still learning. Young OGs.
At some point, we have to, with life experience, what we go through.
Yeah.
We have to talk about our generation, because about our generation, how messed up it is.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to women and women nature and all those kind of stuff, and the kind of stuff that we have to deal with as men, and what we go through
on a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
Yes. Yeah.
Just random stuff we want to touch on. Yeah. And then.
So, bro, what would you say is going on in society-wise? What's the impact of the impact society? Or let's just say the standards that society has set when it comes to women dealing with men or men dealing with women.
Well, I would say it's a power struggle between men and women.
Yeah.
The point that women wants to be the leader, or they want to lead.
Yeah.
And the men should be back.
Yeah.
Is where we find ourselves, and there where the divide comes about, and with the feminist agenda.
Yeah. That's going on
right now.
Yeah.
And
the Me Too
movement and all these female organizations that is cooperated within the Me Too movement in order to degrade men,
to emasculate,
to destroy the masculinity of men, and to make men to submit to women instead of them submitting to men.
Yeah.
So that's the struggle we find ourselves in. A lot of women too.
Yeah.
They are following and carrying on this agenda that they don't need no men and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And with the this kind of Western society we live in, that women pretty much do everything for themselves. So
the system
that is designed to which I would say to empower women, because it's not benefiting us.
Yeah.
So that's the struggle we find ourselves in. And people are talking about trying to find a date and looking for real relationship and all this type of stuff. It's a hard thing to discuss, or if you are out there listening to dating coaches and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I would just tell you good luck, because I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think there's anything out there called love or real love. It's just a hustle.
So you think love in itself, it's just in contrast, it's will you say it's some type of illusion that society has made people buy into this idea that you need that emotional attachment to to a woman. Don't get me wrong. We all need someone.
We all need,
we all need someone at some point, right?
Yeah.
But the quote unquote that the I love you, that love, that the agape love, right? That society is projected that okay, we need this sentimental attachment in order for us to get to a next level in life or to get certain things done, right? So, for instance, we are told we need to be married, or not told, but
like partner or something like that.
Yeah, you have to partner up with a woman in order to accomplish certain things.
You need to partner with someone. You have to have a partner.
So, what's your take on that as well?
Well, what I would say is that I've seen a lot of people who are accomplishing by themselves without having a female partner.
Yeah.
And they are doing well without a female partner.
Yeah.
We all know at some point it's naturally it was meant to have a
woman.
Yeah, because you see the male and then the female.
Yeah.
But with the love thing that they are pushing, it's too risky for the modern man. Depending on the type of love you're talking about. Yeah. Because all I see out there is fakeness. It's all about.
So let's just say that love is something at times we can't really help, but it's just the concept. Whose concept of love are we buying into?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Whose concept of love? Yeah. Because
are you buying the society-driven love, or are you going by bond? Let's say you meet someone, but you both are born together.
It should be a certain commonality that brings you guys together.
So are you driven, or are you buying to the idea of society or love, like Valentine, all that type of stuff? Or are you going for bond, someone that you're born together?
Are we building to achieve something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not someone who is coming for an establishment while you are over there achieve, and then they want to come in
for the easy ride. Yeah.
Not that type of love. Yeah.
But one thing I've also realized is that there's a lot of contradictions going on, right? Firstly, you get some women saying like, we don't need no man, men ain't shit. Strong independent women, I don't need no man.
Yeah.
And moving forward, right after saying that, they go the other way around, looking for men. Right? So it's either they go for a certain type of dude, whereby they go on either social media, with social media presence, right?
Yeah.
They go on social media and project this idea that they don't need no man, but realistically they go around looking for or they can say they don't need this type of dude, but they go behind going for that same type of dude, or they end up with those same type of guys.
In my opinion, maybe people have that, because in my opinion, when they say they don't need no man, I think what they are looking for, they're looking for a dude who can submit to them.
Yeah.
Because they have it in their mind, they have achieved everything.
Yeah.
So they want a dude that will come and worship them, and someone who is who have a feminine character, who is not already lost his masculinity and all this type of things that will come and submit to them. They're looking for a dude who can submit to them.
Yeah.
That's why you hear them saying, "Oh, they don't need no man." Yeah, they are looking for a guy that will submit to them. They want to be the leading role. They want to be the leader when it comes to the relationship.
Yeah.
They should be the decision maker.
Yeah. That with what you just said, right? Also, like I found out that most oftentimes women or these young girls, right? They get with a certain type of guy, right? The guy is probably he's got his own thing going on, business or work or 9 to 5 or whatnot. Yeah, the lady probably too, she's working, maybe she's a nurse or whatever you call it, right? Right. She's making her money, you're making your own money. By the end of the day, it feels like in most cases the guy has to always be the one to offer more.
But right, I know what you mean. But right, it's supposed to be 50-50.
Yeah,
because that's what they say, right? Yeah. We are equal, right?
Especially in this
that's what feminism
especially
is
in this society.
They say,
exactly.
Yeah, they say equality.
With the advent of feminism, right? Yeah. Feminism is pushing for this equality agenda.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be equal to the man.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you are coming into a relationship
exactly.
or the union, and you got your own thing going on, I got my own thing going on, then it should be fair enough to say, okay, since you know,
it should be 50-50 because that's why they're fighting for this equality, right?
Yeah.
So if you are doing something, I'm doing something, and we are both are contributing to bringing something to the table. So when it comes to paying bills or sharing certain things, it should be 50-50. Everything shouldn't, all the responsibilities shouldn't be on the man.
Yeah.
It should, the lady should also play her part.
Yeah.
You know, it shouldn't be there as a consumer just there to consume, while she at the same time keeping her financial or whatever she's getting out there.
Yeah.
And then while the guy is just spending his.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way.
Also,
be it date or whatever, it should be like that, 50-50. No man should be paying for date and all that type of stuff. If you are in a dating game and still looking for a relationship, it should be 50-50, bro. And forget about all the dating coaches talking about how to talk to a woman, do this and do that.
Yeah.
Bro, you see a girl, talk to them anyhow. If she's not down with your game, let her go, bro. The world is, we live in a big place, man.
Yeah. We live in postmodern times, whereby
there shouldn't be a special way to talk to another human being. It shouldn't be about confidence. You have the confidence, talk to her, bro.
Yeah.
There's no special way of talking to a female, bro.
And also, what will you say to this one thing that, it's something we've always talked about, right? You know, there's a saying that the girls usually say, right? They always say, like men are dogs. But one thing I've realized is that they always end up with these dogs.
Oh, the emoji thing.
Yeah, they say men are dogs, right?
Yeah.
But they end up with these dogs. Men are dogs. A lot of dudes are dogs. Yeah.
Oh, and you always see them.
You find out they have a kid or two with this type of guys that they bash.
Well, they
right?
fucked up dudes, the fuck boys.
Yeah, and the guy that is, he's got a decent life going on. He's got a job, maybe works a government job, or he's got his business, and he's a nice guy. He drives a nice car. He's got his house.
Yeah.
They don't like those kind of guys. They want
No.
they want the guy that's got tattoos on his body, his socks, his pants. He's the cool dude in town, or the life of the party.
Yeah.
He's the popular guy. He's probably been in jail and he's been out. He's got a rap sheet.
Because the thing is it's not so much about the character. It's about what get her pussy wet.
Yeah.
The thing is, the fuck boy can get her pussy wet.
Yeah.
But the other guy cannot get her pussy wet because he's all by himself. He's trying to achieve things. He's trying to be he's a responsible dude.
Yeah.
That guy cannot get her wet, But the fuck boy can get her pussy wet. It's all about the vibration of the pussy.
Yeah.
Is it?
So it's more lust.
Yeah.
Than,
it's about the pussy.
It's lust.
Yeah.
So moving forward, right? So they end up with these guys. They have a kid or two, and the guy, knowing he wasn't really serious in the beginning or all along, right? Yeah. He's not ready to be responsible for the kids, right? So now reality is hit them.
Yes.
They are going for the good guy, the so-called good guy that they didn't want, right?
After they have already messed up everything now, they want the decent guy to come in and clean up the mess. And
take care of another man's
if
kids.
They can't find a decent guy, they say, men are dog, men are shit. This, that, all type they call men all kinds of sort of names. After you are messed up, your mileage have gone to a certain extent, and then you want to come in, you want for the
mileage.
Yes, and then you want the guy who got his shit together.
Can you clarify what you mean by the mileage going?
When we talk about mileage, I mean, pretty much we're talking about. We're just gonna go raw on this. Pretty much we're talking about the vagina.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go
so
raw.
Like the multiple affairs she's had, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's what we're talking about.
The body count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that after you pop out 2 or 3 kids. Yeah. You don't expect someone who that have his shit together with no kid to come and clean up your no. That should be your responsibility.
Yeah.
You knew exactly what you were going to from your past, from the get-go.
Yeah.
So why should you want to put the blame on someone that is not responsible for it?
Yeah.
So that's the problem a lot of them found themselves in, So they like they say, you have to take care of your own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta take care of your own shit, man. If you're a guy, if you're responsible. If you're a lady, hey,
you have to take care of your own shit.
Do what you have to do, Yeah. And I mean, you've talked about a couple of things, and I mean, it's the times we live in, right? And also with the economic situation, everybody is trying to.
But do you think there is real love out there?
I don't know, bro. It's tough, man. I can't really say. I haven't been in one. I haven't experienced it, so I haven't. So I can't really say, man. Love thing sometimes, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. People a lot of people say I love you, this and that, but yeah, I think depend on what we want.
It's like gambling, pretty much.
Yeah.
This love thing is like gambling. Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah. I think when you talk about like the love, between a man and a woman,